Good morning. Hi, it's Cindy. It's just Cindy. It's Thursday morning. I hope you all are having a fabulous day so far. I am because last night, yesterday I talked about how my air conditioning was out, and oh my gosh, it was so hot in my room. I'm going to show you how hot it was. Well, maybe you're not gonna die, but you're like 84 degrees in my bedroom. Okay, so fortunately, as I mentioned, that we have two or three air conditionings in our house. That's how I was raised. My dad's like, camping is a place that cannot get their temperature in their room down to 70 degrees. So I can't really live without air conditioning. And I know with everything that's going on, that's the least of anyone's drama, right? But I was so proud of myself. I'm like, all right, I'm going to try to figure this out. But I couldn't. So I'm like flipping all the breakers and I'm doing all this stuff. So my man Pete Brignola with Briggs Cooling, awesome. I texted him. I'm like, Pete, what do I do? I'm melting. So he said, you know what, Cindy, this is what you got to do. Go ahead and cut those wires. You know the wires that the rabbit chewed? Yep. I cleaned all the wires up, and fortunately, our air conditioning was back down to 70. So unfortunately, or fortunately, I think we might have the same problem Wendy's going to have. Wendy said that her electric bill went from 200 to 300 up to 600, and it's on track to go to 1,200 this month. Oh my gosh. And I will tell you, our air has been running nonstop. Our washing machine's been running nonstop. Our dryer, our dishwasher. I don't know who's putting all these dishes and clothes in and out of the washing machine and folding them. Oh, I think that's me, the live-in nanny, apparently. But oh my gosh, I think we're on track. Our electric bill doubled last month. But I was excited because I had gotten it down. So fortunately, I got it down, so then it doubled. So the double was about where I was before, if that makes any sense. Anyway, I have some very special birthdays going out. I want to wish Candace a happy birthday. And then I'm going to do an extra special birthday shout out to Robbie. Happy birthday. That's my Batman man. Thank you, Robbie, for always being there for me. I used to work with him, and he's just such a sweetheart. So thank you so much for being there for me and being there for everybody else, everything you do for us. So happy birthday, Robbie. And yesterday we had Valerie on, that feng shui lady. And she was saying, one thing that you should do is make it something easy. So then you almost feel like you accomplished something, is clean out your junk drawer. So I'm going to refresh your memories in case you didn't watch yesterday. Refresh your memory. That's what my junk drawer used to look like. And it was so funny. She mentioned the Scotch tape. I'm like, I don't have Scotch tape in my junk drawer because I have another drawer where all my tape is. I'm like, oh, wait, I do have Scotch tape in there. So I want you to look at it now. Woo, look at that. Is that fancy? She messages me every morning. She's like, hey, are you putting your makeup on? I said, let me tell you, it was a little hard this morning when I was putting my makeup on, because when I opened my makeup drawer, it was so clean as well. She goes, you did that too? I said, yes, I did my makeup drawer. I did my spare battery drawer, and I did my flashlight drawer. She goes, you have a flashlight drawer? I'm like, yeah, don't ask. And you know what? They're those little tiny ones that you could buy like 15 for like $4. And I got those, and they give me the chills all the time, so I kind of like put them in there, and if we ever need them, then it's like, okay, I know where they are. Good morning, Heather. Hey, Heather, Dara and Valerie, everybody, and Kelly and Elizabeth and Mandee. Oh, Mandee's tuning in. Also, we have a very, very, very special guest. It's Mandee Adler. Now, she is, oh my gosh, has she got some work going on for her right now, because I can't even imagine the phone calls that she is getting. She is the president of International College Counselors, so she has got her work cut out for her. I asked her if she'd just give us some tips for the juniors and kids in high school and their parents for everything that's going on right now, with people being out of school. So take it away, Mandee.
Hi there, everyone. I'm Mandee Heller Adler, and I'm founder and president of International College Counselors. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you, Cindy, for inviting me. I do have a message for all those juniors right now who are really stressed out and really worried about the coronavirus and how it will impact college admissions. First of all, please know that I do feel for you. I do understand your fear. I do understand the stress. There are so many changes going on. It's so hard to keep track of everything. My biggest piece of advice is, I know this sounds lame, but try not to worry. Every child literally all over the world is in the same situation as you are. A couple of things you can do that I would recommend. Number one, please continue to study for the SAT and the ACT if you can. You probably have read that a lot of schools have gone test optional, and this is true. However, 70% of students usually take the SAT or ACT in the fall of your senior year. Therefore, assuming we go back to school, which we all hope we do, you still will have time to take your SAT or ACT in the fall, even if you do want to apply early decision. Second of all, do check out the online college tours and info sessions. Almost every college that I know of is now changing their in-person tours to online tours and online info sessions. They're free, they're easy, some of them are not so interesting, but a lot of them are really good. And truthfully, there's no downside. So those are two pieces of advice I would pass on to my juniors. And of course, most importantly, if you can, try not to worry. Take care. Bye.
Thank you so much, Mandee. I can't even imagine what everyone's going through. We see all these pictures where we're posting our graduating class picture and all these kids that don't get a chance to do their graduation and everything, missing out on prom and certain things. But hopefully something good is coming from this. We know that, because we're social distancing and hopefully things are going to get back on track sooner than later. But just hearing that from her really makes things make a difference. And I know there were even some updates. I just saw that she had just posted some breaking news yesterday that the June SAT has been canceled. But they're also going to make up for it in the fall. They're going to have one Saturday a month, an SAT exam. And then also they may even start doing e-SATs, which would mean you would get it home. So, which wouldn't be much help for my kids doing it at home, because I couldn't help them anyway. I was thinking, they could be helping them. So I don't know how that would happen. But anyway, I know they're really trying to make different accommodations. So if you're home with your kids and your kids are stressing out, just tell them to relax. It's all going to work out. And when I grew up, I used to think everything happens for a reason. But then I started thinking, yeah, but it could be for a bad reason. So I've changed my thinking and my philosophy. So everything happens for the best. So if you can just try to put that a little bit, when something's happening, even when something bad is happening, you're like, well, you know what, down the road, I'm going to see why this happened. But everything does happen for the best. And even, like with this quarantine, yesterday I asked you to send in like what your silver lining was. My silver lining, it really is that it's almost like a reboot on my life with my kids and even my relationship with my ex-husband and things like that. It's just kind of nice that we're all just taking a breath, and it's like we're there for each other and supporting each other. And I feel like I hope that you feel the same as I do, that this little morning shot in the arm is like a little shot of sunshine, that we get some happy news and things that are going on. And to that point, I talked about this yesterday. This is Milo. He is working in a farm up in Montora, which is up near Okeechobee. He's also selling tomatoes and giving them away to people who need it. Like, everyone's like really pitching in and helping each other out. And look, this is one of the baby goats, and you can see the other one in the upper left. The baby goats that he delivered. He said the mom was crying and he didn't know why, so he Googled it. Even just Googling how to deliver a baby goat. Oh my gosh, and there they are now. Oh my gosh, they're the cutest thing. Anyway, but those are just kind of the neat things that I'm finding more of on Facebook, and it's just so cool how the community is coming together, I believe. There's my daughter sneaking past. She's not going to get in. Sure. Oh, I do want to, on a little more serious note, if you all could say a prayer for me today. We have 2 math tests in the house. And I was their tutor last night, so I hope I do okay on the test. All right, here's somebody who's doing all right. This is Cal. Look at that. She's doing like these super sprints. I don't even know what that means. I don't know. That you go for it, Cal. that kid. Oh my gosh. And this is Dennis. Dennis, every day. One of the things I always look forward to on Facebook was Dennis would go to the beach and take a picture of the beach every single morning. And he'd usually get his toes in the sands. Now you can see with the social distancing, it's not so much, but man, look at that water. Is that incredible? Just so cool. There's so many neat things out there that maybe you're finding on Facebook. So if you see it, please send me a picture so I can share it with the rest of us. That'd be awesome. Now, last night I did put a call out to find out about people who are doing online dating during the coronavirus. Now, during the coronavirus is a little different than online dating in the normal time, because with the during corona, now you're either going to have to do more texting, or you're going to have to Zoom or FaceTime, or you're just going to just do it through the app, I guess, or through whatever, Match.com or eHarmony, whatever. But I'd like to know see if you feel that it's different, because I saw there's another like a divorce whisperer, quote unquote, but I saw someone else who does divorce counseling, and she was saying, oh, I think this is great because you get to know each other better before, you meet them and blah, blah, blah. And then all these other women are going, no, it's horrible. They can't even hold a conversation. It's like, well, if they can't hold a conversation on a phone, then, that might be a good tip. I'm just saying. I don't know. But anyway, I already have a few people that have offered to pony up for me, Gabby and John, and we're trying to get Heather because she's never even done it before. So we're like, oh, come on, Heather, we'll get you in on it. So, but if you have, give me a call, or if you have any experiences in the last month, let us know. We'd love to hear it. And now here's another experience you might want to try. It's you can have a llama join in on your Zoom. I have a Zoom today with my office. Maybe we could do this for less than $100. You can have a llama, or you could just for less than 20, I'll come to your Zoom. How about that? Liven it up a little. Oh yeah, like better yet, I'll have my middle child, have her do it, because every time we have a Zoom, I have to keep muting her, and then she unmutes, mute, because she's doing all these obnoxious sounds, and then she starts drawing in the Zoom. I'm like, what are you doing? And how about this? Sesame Street, they're doing social distancing play dates on Sesame Street. Look at that. I mean, so I talk about adapting with the times. When I see these commercials, I'm like, how are they shooting these commercials? How are they doing all this? And it's just incredible, the technology, how things have taken over. Hopefully it's not going to stay like this, because, I want to see more things where, people are like this. Now, these are brothers and sisters, and Elizabeth did say this was the second day of quarantine. They were still getting along. I'm not saying they don't get along, but I'm just saying, I know at my house, yeah, we're social distancing more than not. I'm like, all right, everybody, separate corners. And maybe some of you are doing, I don't know, a little updating in your home. I saw this on Wendy's wall, and I said, Wendy, I have to show this because I am so obsessed with, look at this. Oh my God, is that seriously? Is that the most beautiful wallpaper you've ever seen? She says it's in her powder room. If she had known it turned out so beautifully, she would have moved it to the rest of her house or in a bigger room. I'm like, I want to use that on the outside of my wall. But, that's just me. Anyway, but it is just gorgeous. And then one more, and this, every time I see Susan post a picture, it's like another cover model. I mean, look at this. Her and her 2 dogs out in Utah living her life. I mean, just awesome. So, there's a lot of good things that are coming, a lot of the good things, people are enjoying their time, and I hope you're enjoying your time. And I do have to throw this in because, if you're not enjoying your time in your home because it's too small or too big, or you're thinking, I wonder what's going on with that house down the street that was for sale. I wonder if they sold it yet. Well, there's so much activity. It's so funny because I get updates. I've sent out a bunch of them to Parkland, in Rio Vista, in Coral Ridge, over in Coral Ridge Isles, over on the beach, and in Plantation, and I've sent them out, and it's amazing how much activity there is, and new houses going on the market, which a lot of people are like, oh, should I list it now? You know what? If you're thinking about it, give me a call. We can talk about it, and it's very interesting time right now. I'm hoping, knock on wood, that it's going to be, it's going to be a good time for all of us as soon as this is over. I keep saying I want to have a big party, but it'll probably be a big party with everyone with 6 feet distance. Now they're saying 13. I'm like, wait, what? What now? But anyway, I'm so excited that you all tuned in. Please, if you have any pictures, you have any videos, anything, send it in. Or if you have any charities that you're interested in, I am working with something with Kara McKiernan about for Feeding South Florida. So we're going to get something on that tomorrow. And I have another special guest tomorrow. Well, Maria Gertz. She's going to talk about telehealthing. And telehealthing, yes, that's the word. All these new words, I just said something, I zoomed later, and be like, I always thought of that TV show when we were little. But yes, Maria Gertz will be here tomorrow with telehealth, and I want to thank Mandee Adler. Thank you so much for your guidance. I'm sure we're going to be trying to talk to her again, because I know as things change with schools, people are going to have a lot of questions. And if you have someone that you would like us to have on the show, please let us know. And I hope you have a fabulous Thursday. And guess what? Tomorrow's Friday. Oh, well, every day feels like Friday. Thank you again, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.